the 26th day in the month of February 2025. Everyone, welcome to Voice of the People 90.3 FM. And of course, it's time to give you all of the stories making the round. It's front page review on this super dial. My name is Jude Ikame Jude, and I've got several newspapers for you. Quickly, I will begin with the Punch newspaper with big headlines. I tell you, big headlines. Okay, let's go quickly. Why INEC votes count can be accurate. Why INEC vote count can't be accurate, says Jonathan. So it means that INEC cannot have an accurate vote count? Is that what this man is saying? I'll give you a breakdown later, but he says, why INEC vote can't be accurate? Why INEC vote count can't be accurate. Some of the headlines here: Africa needs partnerships, not loans, to tackle energy crisis. Look, Obiri is the one saying that. Africa needs partnerships, not loans, to tackle the energy crisis, says Lokobri. Moving on, Nigeria's World Bank debt may hit $9.2 billion as federal government eyes 6 loans. 6 more loans. Nigeria's World Bank debt may hit $9.2 billion as federal government eyes 6 loans. And then, on tax reforms, Senate plans review as customs ASU fault provisions. Traders sue NAFDAC SON for Onisha drug market closure, alleged theft. All right, let's check up some more stories. Obasa awaiting ruling before returning to assembly, says lawyer. Obasa awaiting ruling before returning to assembly. And then Senate backs Akpabio as Natasha files 100.3 billion naira defamation suit. Senate backs Akpabio as Natasha files 100.3 billion naira defamation suit. APC dismisses anti-Ganduje plot as Rufai absent from NEC meeting. APC dismisses anti-Ganduje plot as Rufai absent from NEC meeting. And then moving on, South governors move against Wike's camp over PDP Congress crisis. Afenifere backs Kalu, says declaring Abiola president long overdue. Did you hear that? I think for me, it's one of the biggest story. One of the biggest stories. Very treasured story. Afenifere backs Kalu, says declaring Abiola president long overdue. And let's visit the Metro Corner here. Bayelsa Varsity. Mom as body of drowned undergraduate recovered from creek. Woman arrested over 523,600 Naira ATM card fraud in Rivers State. Mohbad withdrew assault complaints against Naira Marley before death, says DPP. They change them quickly. Mohbad withdrew assault complaints against Naira Marley before death. DPP is the one saying that Mohbad is not here to say anything again now. As I saying, whatever you do, just try and stay alive. Just try and stay alive. Don't let them kill you. Don't die. EFCC arraigned 16 more Chinese for cyber terrorism. 1 killed as Amotekun rescues 4 abducted or your family members. 2 Ekiti teachers jailed for 4 years for raping minors. 52 arraigned for environmental offenses in Ekiti. And then let me touch on just one more, then I move on. US-based Nigerian doctor laments threats amidst Lagos land dispute. Okay, let's get to the political side of this story. We've got some more headlines here. Anambra governorship election. APC raises 350 million naira from nomination form sales. 350 million naira from form sales. And then APC aspirants vows to break APGA's hold on Anambra defeat Soludo. Tinubu presides over APC caucus meeting and then release local government allocations to reinstated chairman. APC chieftain urges federal government. On 2027, no vacancy in Aso Rock, says APC chieftain. This is Front Page Review and check your time 7:08 a.m. Vanguard newspaper is next. On defamation, Kogi lawmaker Natasha Uduaghan Akpoti slams 100.3 billion naira suit against Akpabio. June 12 annulment, Falana vows legal action against IBB over 1993 detention. The stage on the set somehow, right? There must be justice. There must be equity. There must be fairness. Or else, maybe all of those persons in the prison, should be released. Or correctional center, should be released, right? According to a friend. Nigerians have actually been clamoring. Let me leave that. We'll talk about it later. To some other headlines now, UN appoints Olufue to multi-stakeholders advisory group for 2025 IGF. Shetima assures business of support to drive economy. Messi fined for grabbing assistant coach's neck. Okay. Did you watch that? Chelsea climbed to fourth after thrashing Southampton 4-0. And then there is an update here. APC dismisses Rufai's allegation of running one-man show. And then moving on, DSTV, GoTV introduced loyalty benefits to cushion price hike. Loyalty benefits to cushion price hike. And then ex-Brazil president Dilma hospitalized in China. Dilma Rousseff, hospitalized in China. Moving on, June 12 annulment, Falana vows legal action against IBB over 1999 detention. I'll break down that for you later, like I said. 1/3 of Elon Musk Doge staff resign in protest. And of course, Lagos state levies discourage products lifting from Dangote refinery. That's according to NALPGAM. Lagos state levies discourage products lifting from Dangote refinery. To some more political news now, Tinubu Shetima Ganduje at APC National Caucus meeting in Aso Rock. I pity Rufai. He is hurt for losing ministerial spot. Who's saying this? Onanuga. And it's coming again. I'll never join PDP, but could join other parties if, according to Rufai, NNPP, my suspension is baseless. Can't hold water. Kano lawmaker says. And then outside Nigeria now, Ukraine rupture grows as U.S. sides with Russia at UN. Okay, more news now, quickly. I have never discussed running for president in 2031. NSA Ribadu is the one saying that here. I have never discussed that with anyone running for 2031. Everyone, let's move quickly. Daily Post newspaper is next. Check your time, 7:12 a.m. I was stagnated at level 14 for having HND. The DTHRBN boss, Ojo, is the one saying that I was stagnated at level 14 for having HND. Investors lost 215 billion naira as Nigeria's NGX continues bearish run. And then June 12, I am assembling lawyers against IBB, says Falana. Well, let me not say anything. But for me, I think I'm having my own reservations on this. Maybe well, let me hold on. Peter Obi never involved in June 12th struggle. POMR. I saw that publication yesterday. Flowing everywhere, saying Peter Obi was directly involved in the June 12th issue or the June 12th struggle. Okay. Senator Natasha drags Akpabio others to court for 1.3 billion naira over alleged defamation. This one is saying 1.3 billion, and the other one is saying 100.3 billion. What's going on? Let's understand what's happening here. Okay. Naira continues appreciation against dollar across official black markets. Is another story there. Then outside Nigeria, Trump government to sell gold card to wealthy foreigners to live, work in the U.S. for $5 million fee. Trump government to sell gold card to wealthy foreigners to live, work in U.S. for $5 million fee. And then, still outside the country, a way to restore rule of the American people, says Elon Musk. Zelensky to meet Trump in Washington after latest deal. And then again, June 12, I am assembling lawyers against IBB, says Falana. Islamic court calls for removal of Sharia conflicting sections in tax bills. Islamic Council calls for removal of Sharia conflicting sections in tax bills. And then to some political stories now. Losing Minister Atta will be costly mistake, Kano APC chieftain warns. President Tinubu presides over APC caucus meeting. And Abia PDP tells INEC to declare lawmaker's seat vacant for joining the Labour Party. And then Edo Guba Tribunal reserves judgment in petitions against Governor Pueblo. Anambra PDP ready for November Guba contest. Party chieftain is the one who is saying that there. And then to Enugu State, APC expels chairman, 8 others for misconduct. Let's quickly touch on Daily Trust newspaper, and then we bring in Rufai Oseni quickly. All right. Okay. Now let's touch on some stories quickly. No extension of UTME registration after March the 8th deadline, according to JAM. And there is a photo there. APC National Caucus meeting holds at Also Rock. You see the footage there. Senator Natasha to face the disciplinary committee over heated arguments with Akpabio. I can imagine what's going to happen. Not to how, but if it happens, if it's going to actually happen, I can imagine what's going to happen if it happens. Okay, I see a headline here. Well, I don't know what it is. You have to confirm for me. But here is the headline. Food prices drop ahead Ramadan. Oshun on edge as local government crisis deepens. Workers in dilemma. And card reader almost set Nigeria ablaze in 2015, says Goodluck Jonathan. Card reader almost set Nigeria ablaze in 2015. And then Natasha sues Akpabio for defamation, demands 100.3 billion naira damages. Lagos Assembly crisis. Miranda poised to resign as party leaders settle for new speaker. And on ministerial snob, it's time to move on. Bayo Ononuga tells El Rufai it's time to just move on. And moving on now also, police detain officer who shot immigration personnel in Niger State. And then finally, customs withdraws 4% import charges. Check the time now is 7:18 a.m. And of course, this is Voice of the People. We are 90.3 FM. Everyone, feel free to join the conversation. Let me let you know that we're streaming across all of our social media platforms. All right? Yeah, we're streaming across all of our social media platforms. Let's get Rufai Oseni at this time. Yeah, Rufai Oseni is going to be talking to us just right now. Let's go. Good morning to you, Rufai.
Let's go, my brother. Big story. Natasha sued Akpabio for over 100 billion. And you see, that's why we keep calling on all these media aid and spokesperson. Don't put your mouth in their matter. Don't go and do anything. A man, Peter Onfo, the aid to Akpabio too, was put in that lawsuit because he was the one that went to write. How can you go and write of a woman that she's wearing pancake and transparent clothes? So Natasha sued for defamation. Because you see, we can't have a society where women are objectified. That's what I'm not going to take. A lot of people have fought me. Why are you fighting for women? Because see, they are mothers. I have a lot of strong women character in my life. They are mothers. We must be able to fight for their rights. And in this case, what Akpabio is complaining of Natasha doing, he also did the same at the point.
In 2018.
They didn't I keep disciplining him that time because now they've gone to subject Natasha to after passing the vote of confidence, they've subjected Natasha to their ethics committee. I don't want to use the word in my mind concerning the ethics committee. But you subjected the lady now to your ethics committee. The question is, you want to punish her for standing on her rights, for reading out the privileges quota? Is that what you want to punish her for? What society are we building? Is this a society where we trample on the rights of women? For the fact that the woman can come out and say that she feels let down, that nobody is speaking of why in the Senate. It's not an indictment on our systems that a woman is let down, that a woman's right is trampled upon. So these are the questions we should ask.
And you know, funny enough, I see several senators supporting Akpabio on these. In fact, there is a headline here that says that Senator Natasha is to face disciplinary committee over heated argument with Akpabio.
They are, but we, the court of public opinion, will stand with Natasha. There's no, because we saw what happened. And because we know that there's an initiative among them. And we've seen how Akpabio suppress the rights of women. It's not only Natasha has done it to. He's done it to Manakingibe. So we keep talking about these things. We will not stop talking about it, my brother. Because if we don't speak up for Natasha, it's going to be anybody's turn. It's going to be anybody's turn, and there's nothing. So we need to speak up for Natasha.
Of course.
We can't allow this to continue, and we can't allow this. So, Natasha, no shaking. Let's see how this goes.
Okay.
Another case making the rounds is the fact that the APC will be having their caucus meeting today. Let's see how that pans out. In their caucus meeting. Because a lot too has not been studied in the APC. There's been a lot of back and forth across board. I'm sure their caucus meeting too will also want to look at concerns and start to prepare for a couple of election pickings that they can probably have. I'm sure their caucus meeting too will also be looking at possibility of even making inroads. Because I know, for instance, the APC want to win a state in the southeast.
Of course.
You know, their political calculations and all of that.
APC wants to take over Anambra by fire, by thunder.
So by anything, by 3.8, that's good. Largely supported by the non-oil sector. We've always said that non-oil sector has really aided GDP growth. It grew by 3.40 in 2024 fourth quarter and 3.8 in fourth quarter. So we are looking at some growth. We are looking at some increase. We are looking at some push-ups as regards the economy. We are looking at some movements. But when you look at it, the parameters are still down. The parameters are still down. Parameters like the way inflation is still a problem, even despite the fact we're basing cost of products, macroeconomic factors are still there. How we can bop up on this and work as regards this is going to make the difference. We cannot afford to allow people continue to suffer. They said some of these things are turning the corner, but we are not seeing it yet. Another story making the rounds is this fuel scarcity, you know.
Mm-hmm.
My brother, it's a very
serious.
sad one. I don't know if you have seen it, too. The fuel scarcity is not be here, it's not be joke. I don't even have fuel as I speak, or I have to scamper around. So please, this bridging cost wahala, I don't want to know how they're going to solve it, but the two parties should please just go ahead and ensure that the problem is solved once and for all, so that we can have some respite. This is not the time to make Nigerians suffer again. I beg in the name of God, please. We can't allow all of condition continue in the lives of Nigerians. Please. Also, I want to raise the case today. The Ugandan authority must tell us how a Nigerian footballer just died like that. They said he fell off his balcony. That story is not adding up to me. We have seen too many deaths of Nigerians here and there, which is a very sad indicator of what Nigerians are treated abroad. So please, Nigerian authorities too must also move and make a stand known. Bayan Onuga is telling El Rufai, it's time to move on. And honestly, I support Bayan Onuga 100%. He said he can't keep drinking Dr. Mayer's gripe water. He can't keep griping about what was not. He can't keep hoping about what was not. He can't keep saying, Tinubu didn't give me this, he didn't give me that. They've moved on. So it's something that we should look, and ensure that the political order starts to take its course. Anyway, they've started to prepare for the next election cycle. Let's see how all of that pans out. These are things we should also look about in our polity with a view to ensure that we get good leaders. But he will definitely talk because things didn't go his way. That's how things go as regards our politics. Falana is saying he's going to take legal action against IBB over 1993.
He's assembling
detention.
Lawyers.
He has a right to sue. Let him sue. He's also going to bolster our judiciary. Let's see how it pans out. He said he's going to declare his intention to challenge what he described as malicious detention and prosecution under IBB. Falana's reaction following revelation of the IBB recently launched book where the former leader addressed controversial annulment. He said that his detention alongside Beko and other campaigners, they said they were jailed for publishing election results. A lot of shenanigans happened that time. And he has a right to be able to sue. Things have to be said. Because when you also look at it, the result they said he published that time are the result now that IBB has published it himself now, showing that Abiola won the elections. So people have a right to be able to seek redress one way or the other. And that's why all of these things are good. IBB too was also back page columnist. It's a speech where he said he take responsibility during the book launch was printed at the back page of This Day Today. And, let's see. Obasa waiting ruling before returning to assembly. That's what his lawyer is saying. They said he has no plan to withdraw the suit he filed to challenge his removal as speaker. He said he was prepared to go to court for hearing on February 28th, notwithstanding the moves to resolve things. So he said he will follow his case, he will seek redress. Let's keep seeing the way
what happens.
It pans out. Afeni Ferry is also backing, Afeni Ferry Publicity Secretary Justice Falana said in an interview that they're also backing an earlier call that of Ojus Okalo that they support the proposal. And that's how it came to a resolution that Buhari had already given an order anyway, confirming that Abiola won the election. That if Tinubu could go for that, it would be a welcome ratification of the historical political injustice. So this also comes as regards barely days after ex-military President Babangida admitted that Abiola won the election, and Abiola made Babangida made his admission in his book. So they're saying restore full privileges. I was a rightful winner of the June 12th election, and I think Buhari has taken a big step in that. let's also see how all of that pan out. So, I mean, there are many stories making the rounds here, and if there's anything you want me to
Rufai,
appreciate and
Nigeria's World Bank debt may hit $9.2 billion as federal government eyes 6 loans. 6.
And we are taking loans already. That's what we keep complaining now. And when we take loans, our debt is increasing. Taking way too much loan. So I'm not surprised.
And Jonathan came out to say, just yesterday, he said,
hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. So I'm not surprised that we're taking way too much loan. So, I mean, it's always there. It's always something we've been talking about all this while. Loans of Nigeria. The question is, we are not even seeing what is being done with it. They say developmental, okay. They said at some point, a couple of months down the line, they will launch the coastal road. We're waiting for that, a section of the coastal road. So we are waiting for that as much as once we're waiting for other things.
Former President Goodluck Jonathan yesterday said that the nation was not getting accurate vote counts during elections due to the involvement of those he described as ghost voters. The headline says, "Why INEC vote count can't be accurate."
No, but it makes a very strong point. I don't know what the state of the register is. There's a lot of cleanup that needs to be done. There's a lot of magomago is also the register. And with everything with data in this country, there's also a great deal of magomago. So the question is, how can we rise up to all these things and ensure that we get clarity on figures? So it's made a strong point. I think we should also look at the veracity of most of our data sets. And those are the conversations we can have.
Okay. And finally, before you go, how about what Afenifere is saying? Though you touched that a little bit before you go. Afenifere backs Kalu, says declaring Abiola president long overdue. That is, he should be declared president.
Yeah,
his name should be there too.
It's long overdue. It's long overdue. I think it's long overdue because these are the ways to ride the just. And that's what I see. No matter anything you say against Babangida, for the fact that he has come out to accept that there was an injustice meted out, it's a long step in our country. Because he could have also gone to his grave without accepting anything. And it's also going to bring about the void in that space. The people who are waiting on them to write their book now is the likes of Gowon. That they should also accept that there were injustices done in the Civil War. Anyway, in some forums, Gowon attended some level of apology here and there. I can't really accurately verify that now, but I think I read somewhere that in some forums he attended some apology. So we need to be able to set the record straight on these things. And that's why he needs to write a book where he also tells the inside of the story, and probably where he needs to send an apology. We put it forward. We need moving forward, but we can't move forward without justice, and we can't move forward by forgetting all that has happened. See, forgiveness is not total forgetting of what happened.
Of course.
It's understanding what happened and making your own personal decision based on what happened. But also, it comes from justice, where people can acknowledge that they actually hurt you. So that's where you cannot make your personal decision. And you see, life is fluid. Some people choose to forgive, some people they don't choose to forgive. But see, why we say choose to forgive sometimes because so that you can lift yourself off any burden in your heart. Because when you have burden, it's not also good for the heart health.
Thank you, Rufai. Thank you so much. Yeah. Now, I will want to let's now break this story. This Peter Obi story. I told you there's this publication that's been going around saying that Peter Obi is actually was part of the June 12th struggle. In fact, he did some things, that weren't supposed to be done then. I don't know if you saw, that publication, all right? But I want to delve deep into that issue right now. Yeah, I want to delve deep into that issue. Everyone stay with me. And then there's something I want to, while breaking it down, this will go. There is a book here with me. It says 100 Years of Amalgamation, Igbos, What Hope in Nigeria. There's something I want to say about this book. I want to tell you something you don't know. Just hold on. After speaking with the CP Chooks, all right? He's just with me. He's a political enthusiast. I mean, a man of history. Good morning to you, CP.
Good morning to you, Ikamigudi, to the listeners.
Welcome. Now, let's get deep into it quickly. The Peter Obi media reach yesterday urged Nigerians to ignore the false claim that former Labour Party, that is the LP presidential candidate Peter Obi, was directly or indirectly involved in the struggle for the June 12, 1993, presidential election. He stated that Obi voted for the late MKO Abiola in that election and subsequently relocated to the United States of America or the United Kingdom with his family to establish his business. The spokesman of the group, Ibrahim Umar, was reacting to reports suggesting that Obi played a role in the June 12, 1993 struggle. CP, you are, you understand, when it comes to history, you're top notch. I would want you to break it down, these involvement of Obi in the 1993 struggle. Talk to us, CP.
That information is not only malicious, but it is very misleading for whoever came up with that theory. As a matter of fact, by coincidence anyway, I've known Obi since the 70s, and we went to the same university with Soludo. We were in the same faculty between 1980 September to June 1984 when we graduated. While in school, Obi was never part of the Students' Union activism. He has always been a trader and a businessman, coming from a business family. They've always had a Nado supermarket, very large supermarket. I think it's still there till today, in the 70s in Onitsha. And while in the university, Obi was always traveling abroad to go and bring clothes and other items. He was partly trading and partly schooling. And up till the time they formed NRC and SDP, Obi was not in any of the political parties. He was never a politician, to the best of my knowledge. He was still trading. He had his company, many companies bringing in things like baked beans, salad cream, hens and all that, all those products. He was bringing them in containers. At the same time, he used to import tires and so on and so forth. So the fallacy that he was part of June 12 is very malicious and misleading. He had nothing to do with politics until the year 2002, 2003. That was when he joined the ABGA and wanted to contest governorship. And to be very frank, we went for Onitsha Day's celebration in Sulere, one field in Sulere, Lagos.
Okay.
And I saw P2B there. He called me aside and whispered to me that he wanted to go for politics, that he wants to join ABGA, and that he wants to contest governorship. I looked at him, I said, don't you think you want to waste your resources? I know you as a businessman, as a trader. He said, some people are putting pressure on him to join. And that's why he wants to go and try his bit on that side, at least, to help in the emancipation of the Anambra people.
Okay. Because
it appears that the governance in that place has been in very bad shape. And particularly for Chimoke Mbadinuju, who was a governor at that time, that he has failed the people. That's why some critical stakeholders were requesting him to join. I told him anyway, I wish him luck. Whichever way we can support him, we'll be there. But then I don't think he will go far because he has never been part of it. It's okay, let's see how it goes. And throughout, till he went for that election, occasionally he will call me, we'll talk, we'll discuss and all that. So for somebody to come now and say he was part of June 12 is the height of wickedness. Maybe because the person does not want him to soar higher than he did in 2023. Maybe if he still wants to come out for 2027 presidential election. So the essence of this attack now is to begin to bias minds of people that this man, you see, he's not clean, no, he's not a saint, he's not good to go, that he is part of the people that are annulled June 12th. It's a very wicked act by whoever came up with that theory. All these things I told you are verifiable, and that's a fact as far as I know. If you want more, I will still go further.
Okay. You go further, but then I don't know what or who are those behind this same publication. But it seems that is, like you rightly said, it's a way to bring down the personality of Peter Obi. For instance, the publication says the publication is titled Peter Obi and Nadeko and of course Democracy Day. And Nigerians must not forget that in 1993, Peter Obi was a protege of Arthur Nzeribe in the Association of Better Nigeria. They were saying it is false and malicious against the person of Peter Obi. But then again, I want to ask this very, very innocent question. What role, or maybe I should put it, did Peter Obi really play any role aside the role you said, or the role people said he played? Was Peter Obi in the scene at all in 1993?
He was not. That's what I'm telling you. You see, as at that 1992, 1993, he has a very boisterous and top-notch company. They call it Next International. In fact, that's the name he used in giving that his biggest mall in Abuja that got burnt, and the one he has in Port Harcourt. He was in his Next International business, and most of the time he was abroad. He was always going to London. He has his office in Apapa, somewhere near, I think around Bomber Road or so, close to the ports. The man was not in politics. He had nothing, absolutely nothing to do with politics, nothing to do with any of the politicians. He was always traveling out. The next time you see him, he is back to wait for his containers and dealing with clearing agents to clear those containers. And, for the retailers and big time distributors, retail chains that will come to evacuate those things from the warehouses.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? So the man he was not in any political party. He was not a card-carrying member of any of the parties. He had nothing to do with it. He faced his business squarely. That's why I told you with authority that the first time he ventured into politics was in late 2002 into 2003 when he contested for governorship election. That was the first time the man entered politics. I told you vividly the discussion that we had, that day was on a Saturday. If I can search my diary, I would have given you the exact date. We had that on each day in that 2002. And he came. He was there, and many people didn't know him. That time he had not expressed his interest in politics and all that. He just called few of us. He called me personally, not that he called me with a third party, and whispered it to me. And I was like, we discussed for almost 30 minutes. And we stood by then I was a commanding officer of Mopo 2 Lagos. It was my boys, my escorts and driver and only, that were later asking me, Oga, I hope there's no problem. Or this man you are talking with. I said, no. He's my friend. We are in the university together. We are just discussing something personal to us. By then, I was even asking him some questions. So what experience do you have in saying that you want to go and contest governorship? He said, do you need to have experience? Once people support you and you do the right thing and do your grassroots networking and contacts, establish the links and all that, you are good to go. That's okay. I wish you the best. We'll support you in whatever way, all because in fact, he was consulting me then because of the security implications.
Okay.
And what he needs to do security-wise to get a good cover while he was going for his campaign or while he would commence his campaign and all that.
Okay.
And after that, from time to time, he used to call and we talked.
Okay.
So that's the fact. Yes.
So it means you know Peter Obi very well. That's why you could see all of this. Okay.
Yes.
On the flip
Yes.
side of it, Falana is vowing vowing a legal action against IBB over 1993 detention. He's going to court, and in some papers has it. He said June 12th, I am assembling lawyers against IBB. This is Falana speaking. CP.
Yes. Falana has always been an activist and a very controversial personality. Well, I'll give that to him, that credit to him, that he's a fighter. But in this fight, I don't know, maybe for the records, he wants to see what the thing will turn out at the end of the day. Probably just wants to make some noise and attract attention as usual. Maybe he feels that much is not being talked about Femi Falana for now. So he wants to hit the headlines of the newspapers and the tabloids. That's what I think.
Okay, yeah. But then to add to that, to give everyone this information, I would also want to say that Femi Falana, was one of those who were jailed by IBB during his time as military head of state. Falana and others were arrested, charged to court, and thrown into Kuje prison for challenging the military government for annulling the June 12, 1993 election. They also challenged IBB's decision, to extend the terminal date of his military regime. They were, however, granted bail and, of course, released. CP Chooks, I want to say thank you so much this morning. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for always tolerating and accommodating me. All
right. Thank you so much. Okay, everyone, I told you that I would bring you something really, really vital. All right, there's something you really didn't know after the confession, after IBB's confession. I got this book, and I want to introduce this book to you. It's part of what we'll be discussing this morning. Now, this book is written. If you are watching via YouTube, there's a book with me. All right, it is written by Peter Oseni. And this book, I want to shock you. There is a reason why I brought this book. It's very important. This book is written by Peter Oseni. And it was written about 11, 12 years ago. Now, follow me. It's titled 100 Years of Amalgamation. Igbos, What Hope in Nigeria? 100 Years of Amalgamation. Igbos, What Hope in Nigeria? And the forward was... forward by Chukwuemeka Ezeife, who was a former executive governor of Anambra State. Now, this book opened my eyes to so many things. So many things. I would just quickly want to share, briefly some of these things, to you so you can understand. Now, I want you to get this book. There's a reason why I want you to get it. Oseni had more than 10 years ago revealed more deeper secrets and revelations, Babangida recently made in his book. Oseni said Babangida told Nigerians what he is comfortable with or felt Nigerians should know about the book. 100 Years of Amalgamation. Igbos, What Hope in Nigeria reveals far much more than IBB revealed. Now, for instance, do you know the first ethnic group to settle in the present-day Nigeria? Do you know how the Nigerian census has been manipulated even during the colonial days, which, culminated to the narrative that the North is more populous than the South? Are you aware that there is an unwritten agreement that the most populous state in the South must not be more than the most populous state in the North? Do you know that before Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, we already have Aba Chamber of Commerce and Industry? And then, are Igbos really Jews? This book will give you all of this, all of these information. It's a must read. It's a must read, this book. Now, I would want to read, there's a particular page, there's a particular paragraph I would love to. Please just listen. Now, the paragraph, page 66 says, the truth is, if there were people who were supposed to protect the government that was overthrown, it was Igbos, because they were clearly dominating the government. They had the president, Senate president, as well as the supreme commander of the armed forces. In fact, Igbos were in complete control of the armed forces, government, as well as the entire political space in the country then. I'm saying it equivocally that the January 15th, 1966 coup was an anti-Igbo coup. This was written 11, 12 years ago. All right? Chukwuemeka Kaduna Nzogo and his colleagues were manipulated to do a great disservice to the Igbo nation. And it was that guilt, when he realized himself, that made him to go to fight on the side of the Biafran soldiers to see if he could atone for his sin against the race. Little wonder why, when he died in the battlefield, the Nigerian state, knowing fully well that he was their hero, having used him to destroy the Igbo dominance in the Nigerian political space, carried his body back to Kaduna and honored him with a full military burial. Since then, Igbos have been battling to come back into reckoning, but to no avail. So, the current plight of the Igbos could rightly be placed on the shoulders of Nzeogu and his manipulators. That is those who were, or that is those who would have been the beneficiaries of the coup, which of course were not Igbos. I have to say this because a saying has it that if you don't know where you're coming from, you should know where you're going to. Igbos should know where their problems began before they would know how to solve it. I will leave it here. But then, it's written by Peter Anosike, 100 years of amalgamation, Igbos. What hope in Nigeria? I had to make sure this book is available so everyone can get it. And I pleaded with him. This book should go out. You will get more revelations here. And like I said, I pleaded with him. And I want everyone to have it. It's just 5,000 naira. Yes, I want you to have it. This book is supposed to be like, it's supposed to be sold for like 100,000 naira. All right? But this one will be giving you for, 5,000 naira only. All right? I would tell you how to get it later. Just relax. I'll tell you how to get it later. Or let me just give out the number. You could just drop a message for me now, or just send a message to the number 070-121-46454. It's a WhatsApp number. 070-121-46454. It's our country. And this is revelation. This is confession. This book has big confession. All right? We need to get to find out what's up. How far so far? Why are we where we are? And everything. Okay? Yeah. Like I said, it's just 5,000 naira. Like, I had to plead with him because I want everyone to get this book. Okay, let's leave it there first. Let's get to open up the studio line so you can be part of the conversation this morning. Let's talk to you. Yeah, the number to call, the studio line is 0700 903 903 903. 0700 903 903 903. WhatsApp 081 717 56338. 081 717 56338. That's a WhatsApp number. You can send me a WhatsApp message. All right? Thank you so much. If you were calling me, endeavor to move away from your radio set or turn down the volume. 60 seconds, no. 120 seconds, 2 minutes for everyone. Mind what you say on a national radio. This is Voice of the People, and we are 90.3 FM. My name is Jude Ikami Jude. What's your name? Good morning to you. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning.
All right, good morning.
Please, I want to comment about what CP said about 2 days ago. When somebody said that the war have not ended, then CP say, oh, they will go to the bush and hunt the young people. That is those that is causing it. But I think that CP didn't know what the man who said that the war have not ended, what he means. all of us knows that the war have not yet ended. Why? Because there's still war in the East. There's still killing in the East. For peace, he's saying, you go to the bush, you go to this. Robbers, these who want to use it to make money. CP did not understand as a policeman that the war have not yet ended. So we are still fighting the war up to tomorrow.
All right.
And with what you are saying today about Nigeria, this or that, you see, like as an Igbo man, I was involved in the war. I started as a boys' company to militia to the really.
All right. We wouldn't have enough. Yeah, thank you. We wouldn't have too much time. All right. I appreciate you. Let's leave it there. Right. Thank you so much. Thank you. 0700 903 903 903. Good morning to you. Hello.
Good morning. Jude.
Good morning to you.
My name is Peter Usifo. I'm calling from Abanja in Ikoto. I come in peace. First, on Senator Natasha Puti, being someone to the Disciplinary Committee of the Senate, I think the Senate is 100% right. And for her to have gone to court to sue the Senate President for over 1 billion naira, she's very wrong. In fact, she should be sanctioned so that she should serve as a precedent, a deterrent to others. Then for Miranda, I don't know why they want her out. Either she's forced to resign or she's removed. To me, it is very bad. This is a way of hitting the quality of Lagos State and making sure that there's gender issue, because some families will come up again to say that because she's a woman, that's the reason why they are dealing with her this way. It's very unfortunate. Then for Ononuga to have made that statement she made against Rufai, it is also very unfortunate. It is said in my place that if you are not in the place where somebody was buried, that if you are to assume that person, you will start assuming that person from the leg instead of the head. Bayo Ononuga doesn't know how Rufai and Bola Ahmed Tinubu work together in 2023, making sure that the president was elected. So we should stay clear of this, and we pray that there should be a total reconciliation between between Rufai and Bola Ahmed Tinubu from before 2027. Finally, on this book launch, I want to say, because many parts have been discussed, especially by IBB himself, when he said that the first coup was not an Igbo coup. To me, according to books and of course what the government students want and political science students want in classes in those days, it is said and it is being recorded that the first coup and the Northerners saw those first coup planners who participated in that first coup as workers and murderers, while the Southerners, the Easterners, saw them as heroes. And then in the second coup, the counter coup, the Northerners saw those people who carried the coup as heroes, while the Southerners, that is the Easterners, saw them as murderers and voters. And that culminated into the African Civil War.
Peter Sifo.
So, for Babangida to now stop that history is unfortunate.
Thank you, Peter. Thank you.
So this is what we have to understand. Thank you very much.
I appreciate
for giving the political
Yeah. Thank you so much for calling. 0700 903 903 903 is the number to call. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Please, let me start from the last caller. Well, please ask me to see for where he was when that coup took place. Whether he was a major non-commissioned officer. To give us, to correct what Bandira said. That's number one. Number two, the 9.2 billion naira World Bank. I think we had that Nigerians do a kind of referendum and go to World Bank and protest, whether through petition or through ICG. Let the World Bank, what NSC did, let the World Bank stop borrowing Nigeria money, Nigerian government money on behalf of us. Because very soon, those people, we have to organize for those people who are signing those money to pay with their families. They should not borrow money for you and I, on behalf of you and I. Natasha Akpoti's case with Akpabio is a welcome development. I urge all women of good standing to rally around as well as even men of Nigerian patriots. Let the women also join Natasha in that suit and also add it up with the kind of women riot that took place in 1939 in Apa. Let women protest Akpabio. Akpabio has a wife and has grown-up daughters, which we know. If those people were meted the kind of treatment is into Natasha, Tingibe, and all the rest, and even the former NDDC MD, will Akpabio be happy? Falana has a right to sue IBB. Yes, IBB should. IBB is not. He's a human being. He has said. Falana has a right, so let him continue. Please let them. This first city. I don't know what APC has brought upon Nigeria. How are we going to continue like this? This first city is suffering too many. Let people come out of it and do something. Nigerians are really under serious starvation, hunger, poverty, crying every day, and the government is keeping quiet. Let them do something to avoid this scarcity. Enough of this suffering. Thank you. Have a blessed day.
Thank you so much. Have a blessed day too. 0700 903 903 903. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
I am Masha calling from Ofialaba.
Okay.
Just to tell you about the book you talk about Anosike and P2B. P2B wasn't a politician all the way. I worked for him indirectly as a papa. He was at that Bona Road by Wazobia. He used to import during that time. And by the book, 100 days of 100 years of amalgamation of Nigeria. I come from a family, and my father was a military person. Then the Nigerian issue about the amalgamation, it didn't start today. So most of the people in Nigeria army that time were majority were Igbos. Go and take another book written by the Captain Ben William. He participated in the coup. He wrote Nigerian 5 majors, and that of I will stop by Adeboga. So it is the Igbo people that were removed from the power at that time. Until today, they are lying that we Igbos.
All right, thank you. Let's leave it there. Let's leave it there. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Because of our time. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, Ikamijide. Can you hear me?
Good morning to you.
Thank you very much, Ikamijide. This man, C2, calling you from Freetown, Sierra Leone.
Welcome.
Ikamijide, I want to say something here clearly. I'm not that for people that go through emotionally. I see it the way it is. Evil and evil. What is the difference between what Babangida did in 1993 and what Tinubu did in 2023? What is the difference? People died during that Abiola election. Our people were killed. Their shops were destroyed. Some part of the countries bear the brunt. But 2023 election, what is the difference? Obi win election. Tinubu and his brothers as judges annihilate. The difference is that because they didn't arrest Obi, which they were trying to. Obi to come in here and tell us that they are targeting his family business. They are targeting him. If he went to airport and see some of his friends, they will ignore him. I ask people, you that is condemning IBB, my brothers and sisters, don't carry this emotion about IBB. I ask you, the stigma of the coup, was it not affecting you? This man came out and told you the truth. The truth, he said that this is not Igbo coup. That Yakubu Gowon was not handling the Igbos properly, and Igbos were being killed all over Nigeria. He talked to him. You were not handling Igbos. That is where the war started. Ojukwu resist him. This man come here and vindicating the Igbo. And some of our people are saying IBB should be arrested. Arrested for what? What is the difference? What Trumbu did in 2023? Use his brothers and sisters as a judge and annoying Obi election. And our people, they threaten our people in Lagos. Our people were killed. Some people their limbs were cut off. Houses were demolished because Obi won election and they are not elite. What is the difference? Ask Nigerians, Ndara. Mad people everywhere. Not people like me.
Hey, you can't say that here. We don't welcome that at all. Situ, we don't at all, please. Okay. Hello. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
For the caller, he's on point, but he has to control his emotion. But he's on point. I want to say something. My name is Peter. My name is PC Ojugu.
No. Okay.
Yeah. Now the truth has come out about the war. What I want to point is that what are they going to use to compensate Aguiro's family since they murdered him, innocent man? What are they going to use to compensate him and to motorize him? That's what I want to comment this morning. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Jide. My name is Innocent. I'm calling from Amu.
Welcome, Innocent.
Yeah, please, I want to talk. We Nigerians, I would say, I don't know whether the obedient people, maybe what they're supposed to be doing now is acting film. So how are you telling us now that somebody that's in business cannot even support, doesn't have a willing to say this is who I'm supporting or to support anybody? Free either P2B is alive. Let him come out and tell us who he supported. Either he supported the Zeribet group then, which where I supported then is after Zeribet for me because of what this man did then. Maybe, or he supported that dollar group. So I don't know why people are still acting him, telling us what he doesn't supposed to hear. That a businessman who has content, who has office, who has this and that cannot even say this is where I belong. This is where after all of us have containers. We bring all those things. Upon that, we still have time to vote whoever we want to vote. So what I'm trying to say is, P2B is alive. Let him come out and make this. Let us know where he belongs. Whether you tell us, let him open his mouth. Say, I supported this person that time. Because for me as a person, if you ask me, I would say Obi will support where Tonzeribe is. But let him come and say whatever.
Thank you.
This is my own opinion.
Thank you so much.
Wherever he belongs.
All right.
So,
yeah.
That's how I'm saying it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. For the book that I mentioned, I told you the only way to get that book is just send a message to the number, especially WhatsApp message, okay? 070-121-46454. I see a lot of persons on YouTube asking me how to get the book. It's easy. 070-121-46454. It is titled 100 Years of Amalgamation, Igbos, What Hope in Nigeria, written by Peter Anosike. Just send the message via WhatsApp to 070-121-46454. Is that fine? Thank you. Hello, good morning.
Your Excellency.
Good morning,
sir.
Remy. How is Tottenham?
That's your boy. Baba, we're good, oh. We're good.
Talk to us.
Yeah, you see, if you want to destroy people, first of all, destroy their history. However, we live in a world that education is there for everybody. And kudos to the intellectuals who are busy researching and writing books. The conversation around what Obi did in 1993 and all of that, for me, it is inconsequential. Because ever since this guy came on board, the evidence we have seen is that he joined politics for the first time in 2003. and he won election. The system tried to rig him out. And an ordinary trader took on the system and he beat the system. In 2023, since he left government in 2007, this guy has never held any political office. Yet, he did not go poor. He did not go wretched. He was still busy donating money. He came back in 2023, he contested, and he had millions of votes, even though they said he did not win. So the character of this guy is what I'm particularly interested in. If somebody who has not been in government yet is still wealthy, it shows there's something about him that ensure reproducibility of intellect and access. Many of the people who have been in government since 1983 or 19, only goodness known, President Tinubu, for instance, he left government in 2007. Up until when he became president, it was Lagos State that was still feeding him. Lagos State was paying his day-to-day expenses. So let's examine character of these people and deal with them on the basis of their character, who they are, where they were, where they come from. I care less. Have a blessed day.
Thank you so much. There is an announcement now for those who are job hunting. If you are looking for a job, listen to me just after this, okay? I'll be right back. Stay there.
When long throats don't make you chop as belleful, waka quick back to nature like our old mama and papa demo. Now the bitter with them food bitter, they wake up mouth and stomach to begin work on top the food to waka seredi werere.
Yo bitters they clean body inside out. If body no get dirty, the immune system go work well. Yo bitters they buy waist pain, constipation, and it get correct vitamins them to make body they gym. Yo bitters.
E no get alcohol. Na Ablat Nigeria Limited maker. Yo Organics 9 the distributor. We there for Facebook and Instagram at Yo Bitters NG. Yo Bitters.
It be pangba medicine for the family.
It gets one amber powder. What's strong kakaraka? What's in the name? Domin amber powder.
Domin Herbal Powder is your #1 immune booster for general well-being. It also helps people with high blood pressure, diabetes, and all other chronic diseases. Domin Herbal Powder is organic. Just add a teaspoonful into a small cup of hot water and drink in the morning before meals and evening after meals. Domin Herbal Powder is available in all pharmacies and herbal shops in Nigeria. For bulk purchase, visit Obed Israel Enterprise Nigeria Limited, B33 Jigawa Plaza Trade Fair Market, or Rich Priest Pharmacy, 21 Afolabi Street, Tipa Garage, Egbe, Lagos, or Solid Sycamore Pharmaceutical Limited, 9 Ehi Street, Ijesha, Surulere, Lagos. For more information, call 0704 591 7000 or for Ghana 054 31-581-95. Domin Herbal Powder is not for persons below 12 years, not for pregnant and nursing mothers. Domin Herbal Powder for your overall well-being.
All right, Voice of the People 90.3 FM. You need this information. Please listen to these urgent job opening announcement. We are hiring a fast rising and highly reputable company in the real estate industry in Nigeria is urgently looking for young individuals with the passion to work smart and to excel. Now, an individual that can fill the position of assistant head of operations at our Lagos and our Abeokuta office is needed. Qualifications are BSc or H&D in any field. Now, you must possess the ability to drive a car with a valid driver's license because you'll be given a car. You should be not more than 35 years of age. You should have previous real estate experience, and that will be an added advantage. If you have this basic qualifications and you want to work and prosper this year, quickly send your CV to mayokunmoses477@gmail.com. Mayokun Moses without any gap, okay? MAYOKUN Moses 477@gmail.com. Mayokun Moses 477@gmail.com, or call the number 081 390 82 195. 081 390 82195. I repeat for the last time, 081 390 82195. Or WhatsApp, or send a WhatsApp or SMS to the same number, 081 390 82195. Hurry now. This could just be a life-changing job experience for you. Only shortlisted candidates will be contacted. Announcer, management, sought after Nigeria Limited. All right, for those who are still asking me how to get the book. Several messages are coming in. Just send the message to 070-121-46454. For the book, 070-121-46454 for the book. Okay? Thank you so much. Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. I've got several messages here. Let me just touch on them before I run. Mazu Gochuku is saying that he is not an Igbo man again, claiming Benin. Huh? What's it? Okay, Wike said, no, I don't think this message is the correct one. Okay, I got it now. Akpabio should stop bullying women in House of Assembly. He's just elected as others. Campaigning for Mr. President now, and instead of providing dividends of democracy, is a mere fallacy. Minister of Works, Dave Umahi, should remember that road to his state is not motorable. Please, where is Wike? Governor Sanwo-Olu, we need footbridge in Toyota bus stop Ladipo. Free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That's what he said. And then, what's your name again? APC chieftain saying no vacancy in Asu Rock by 2027. To me, the statement is a mockery to the Nigerian democracy. How can one, seeing the pain, the suffering, and hunger and bad economy ever in our country, say something like that, Talking of 2027, APC winning election. What a shame to Nigerian politicians that are only thinking of winning elections by all means at the expense of suffering masses. Benjamin from Shogunle sent that message to me. Good morning. Check the people gathering check the people gathering in the book launch of General Babangida. And it is not surprising to us that they are real enemies of Nigeria, and the money donated to Babangida should be used to build houses, hospitals, and schools in the north. Leo from Lagos. Why INEC votes can't be accurate? Jonathan. And is Jonathan trying to justify rigging of election by INEC chairman Mahmoud Yakubu, and votes can't count if INEC is independent? Jonathan, Leo from Lagos sent that message. And what are you saying? People should try and remain alive by every possible means. The dead can never defend him or herself. The era of Mohbad is not, the case of Mohbad, rather, is not fairly investigated, and nobody can actually say what happened except the dead. May his soul continue to rest in peace. HROHB Sunwoko in Osho sent that message. Okay, let me read your message now. It says, IBB should not be left to die without going to jail. As long as he has made this confession, the law should take its course. Whether he is sitting on a wheelchair or is over 80 years should not be our problem. He should pay for his wickedness. Is it different from all the people that died during the saga? Abiola died, his wife, and so many innocent Nigerians died for nothing. Therefore, he must pay for all his atrocities. This will teach other leaders lesson if eventually he is convicted. I encourage Falana to go ahead and charge IBB to court. Chude from Ayetoro sent that message. Everyone, I see your messages, but then I will be back here by 10:30, okay? So we can read more of the messages and have this conversation. We're not done yet. By 10:30, I'll be here and we'll continue. All right? You join me here again, please. Okay? For now, the Igbo Ogendibo will have to take center stage. Adibo one, and of course, Tobetiku Kasmea. They're both here in the studio. Top of the morning to you, Otutoma.
Good morning, Jude.
Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Are you happy?
Yes, I'm happy.
No. I know why.
No, you lift that, yeah.
I know why.
I'm so happy. I am not like
no.
them. I am not like them.
I am not. Start now. Start. Let's start. Start.
Mr. Jide,
Huh?
you can see her face, right?
What is it?
Something happened last
It's
night.
a lie.
Allow me to talk.
Okay. What happened?
Okay, Mr. Jide,
Huh?
you were the one that asked her, "Are you happy?" Something pushed you to ask her that question, right?
Okay, okay.
Good. Now, yesterday, the almighty Big Boys Club, FC Barcelona.
What happened now? What happened?
Did you know
Uh-huh.
there is this guy called Lucky Udu? He said, how many of you remember this guy? How many of you remember that yesterday?
Why not tell him to go straight to the point? See how he's rolling. Talk now.
This story, we don't need direct point. We need corner point to make the history. Yesterday, Atlético Madrid dealt with Barcelona.
What happened? What was the score?
Wait, as of 6 minutes, Atlético was beating Barcelona 2-0.
At the end of the 90 minutes, what happened?
Then, afterwards,
wait now.
I want to take it one step at a time.
This is how Man U 15th Avenue United. They don't go straight to the point. What? See how he's rolling.
Oh God.
Because if you want to say the truth, just come out straight. But this one is saying
Big Boys Club.
Udu said, Udu not said. What can I talk?
Okay. As of 70-something minutes, 84 minutes or so, do you know that Barcelona was beating Atlético 4-2? I called Shika. Shika was telling me, do you see how Big Boys play?
Tell him.
Wait. My time is over. Wait. Off your mic. My time is.
Ask him at the end of 90 minutes what happened.
4-4. Did Barcelona win?
Which can Wala be this one? Get out of this studio. Get out of this studio. My name is Jude. Ikami Jude. I'll be here by 10:30 on social media. Catch me there. Ikami Jude, spelled IKAMIJUDEH. One word. IKAMIJUDEH. I'll be back. I love you so much. Have a great day.